Derby, Kansas. Derby is a city in Sedgwick County, Kansas, United States, and the largest suburb of Wichita. As of the 2010 census, the city population was 22,158. For many millennia, the Great Plains of North America was inhabited by nomadic Native Americans. From the 16th century to 18th century, the Kingdom of France claimed ownership of large parts of North America. In 1762, after the French and Indian War, France secretly ceded New France to Spain, per the Treaty of Fontainebleau. In 1802, Spain returned most of the land to France. In 1803, most of the land for modern-day Kansas was acquired by the United States from France as part of the 828,000 square mile Louisiana Purchase for 2.83 cents per acre. In 1854, the Kansas Territory was organized. Then in 1861 Kansas became the 34th U.S. state. In 1867, Sedgwick County was established within the state of Kansas, which included the land for modern-day Derby. In 1870, settlers John Hofbauer and J. H. Minnick built the first houses, smithies, and general stores on the site that would become Derby. In 1871, the community was named El Paso, after El Paso, Illinois, and was laid out and platted. In 1880, the Atchison, Topeka and Santa Fe Railway changed the name of its rail station to Derby, after railroad official C.F. Derby, to avoid confusion with El Paso, Texas. In 1903, the city incorporated with the name El Paso, but the city remained largely a rural community until after World War II. The aviation industry had begun its growth in Wichita during the 1920s, and when the demands of the war required more airplanes, businesses like Boeing, Cessna, and Beechcraft flourished. Boeing was located a few miles north of the city, which provided a close place for workers to live. Throughout the Cold War, Boeing maintained military contracts and kept jobs nearby. In 1952, the United States Air Force took over Wichita Municipal Airport and founded McConnell Air Force Base between Wichita and Derby. Many airmen found homes in Derby when space on base became occupied. From 1950 to 1956, the city population grew from 432 to approximately 5,000 people. In 1956, the city name was officially changed to Derby. Derby is located at 37°339 and 97°1541 W/37.55250° and 97.26139° W/37.55250, -97.26139. According to the United States Census Bureau, the city has a total area of 9.60 square miles, of which 9.56 square miles is land and 0.04 square miles is water. The climate in this area is characterized by hot, humid summers and generally mild to cool winters. According to the Köppen climate classification system, Derby has a humid subtropical climate, abbreviated CFA on climate maps. Derby operates under the mayor-council-manager form of government, a system that combines strong political leadership of elected officials with strong managerial experience of a professional city manager. In this form of government, council members and the mayor are leaders and policy makers elected to represent both their wards and the city as a whole by concentrating on policy issues that are responsive to the needs and wishes of residents. The city manager is hired by the city council and mayor to carry out policies, oversee city operations, and ensure that the entire city is being served. The governing body establishes goals and policies which the staff executes under the supervision of the city manager. The mayor is elected by the city at large, and 8 council members are elected to represent 4 wards. Elections are nonpartisan and held in November of odd-numbered years. Derby is part of the Wichita, KS Metropolitan Statistical Area. As of the census of 2010, there were 22,158 people, 8,300 households, and 6,226 families residing in the city. The population density was 2,317.8 inhabitants per square mile. There were 8,774 housing units at an average density of 917.8 per square mile. The racial makeup of the city was 91.6% white, 1.9% African American, 1.0% Native American, 1.6% Asian, 0.1% Pacific Islander, 0.8% from other races, and 3.0% from two or more races. Hispanic or Latino of any race were 5.2% of the population. There were 8,300 households, of which 38.9% had children under the age of 18 living with them, 60.5% were married couples living together, 10.6% had a female householder with no husband present, 4.0% had a male householder with no wife present, and 25.0% were non-families. 21.3% of all households were made up of individuals, and 8.3% had someone living alone who was 65 years of age or older. The average household size was 2.66 and the average family size was 3.11. The median age in the city was 34.7 years. 28.1% of residents were under the age of 18, 8.7% were between the ages of 18 and 24, 26.3% were from 25 to 44, 25.7% were from 45 to 64, and 11.4% were 65 years of age or older. The gender makeup of the city was 48.8% male and 51.2% female. As of the census of 2000, there were 17,807 people, 6,196 households, and 4,969 families residing in the city. The population density was 2,391.6 people per square mile. There were 6,407 housing units at an average density of 860.5 per square mile. The racial makeup of the city was 94.02% white, 1.33% African American, 0.78% Native American, 1.01% Asian, 0.14% Pacific Islander, 0.94% from other races, and 1.79% from two or more races. Hispanic or Latino of any race were 2.99% of the population. There were 6,196 households, of which 44.5% had children under the age of 18 living with them, 67.8% were married couples living together, 9.1% had a female householder with no husband present, and 19.8% were non-families. 17.6% of all households were made up of individuals, and 7.7% had someone living alone who was 65 years of age or older. The average household size was 2.85 and the average family size was 3.24. In the city, the population was spread out, with 32.2% under the age of 18, 6.8% from 18 to 24, 29.4% from 25 to 44, 21.7% from 45 to 64, and 10.0% who were 65 years of age or older. The median age was 35 years. For every 100 females, there were 92.5 males. For every 100 females age 18 and over, there were 89.6 males. As of 2000, the median income for a household in the city was $58,508, and the median income for a family was $66,476. Males had a median income of $47,716 versus $27,478 for females. The per capita income for the city was $22,779. About 1.4% of families and 2.1% of the population were below the poverty line, including 1.8% of those under age 18 and 2.7% of those age 65 or over. Derby supports more than 532 businesses, ranging from modest home-based businesses to large manufacturing companies like BRG Precision Products, manufacturer of custom digital electronic clocks and emergency messaging systems, and Mid-Continent Controls, manufacturer of cabin management and in-flight entertainment systems for business jets. The city's economy is strongest in construction, retail, finance/insurance/real estate, and healthcare-related activities. Aircraft manufacturers Spirit Aerosystems, Textron Aviation, and Bombardier Learjet provide jobs for a significant portion of the community's residents, as do Derby Public Schools and McConnell Air Force Base. Business and industry. Number of businesses, 532. Sedgwick County unemployment, 4.8%. Top 10 taxpayers. Total property tax rate, 135.478 mils. Total sales tax, 8.0% effective July 1, 2015. Derby is known for its lush, green landscape and 25 miles of inviting bike and walking paths. Derby offers numerous parks, some passive for relaxation and reflection, and most with playground equipment or sports facilities. Derby's most expansive park is High Park, offering lake fishing, soccer fields, softball diamonds, and winding walking paths. High Park's picturesque amphitheater is host to the community's July 4th celebration and the Derby Barbecue Festival, which draws competitors from around the Midwest. Derby is a community with strong ties to its neighbor, McConnell Air Force Base. Active duty airmen live in Derby, and military retirees settle in Derby due to its high quality of life, proximity to MAFB and affordability. Derby residents routinely participate in Friends of McConnell and serve as honorary commanders. The Derby Recreation Center is an 80,000 square foot fitness facility with various amenities. The Rec Center provides amenities and activities for all ages and all skill levels, including the Derby Public Library resides in a 36,000 square foot facility constructed in 2009 and houses a collection of more than 100,000 items. In addition to providing research and recreational materials, the library offers free Wi-Fi, public access computing, fax, notary, copy and print service. Meeting rooms are available to the public and range from two-person study rooms to a large community room capable of seating 180 people. The library offers year-round programming for all ages and is open to the public 7 days a week. In 2015, the library converted a position to event coordinator and contracted with the city to provide scheduling and marketing of new park facilities. The Derby Public Library partners with the City of Derby to provide the Derby Business Center. The Derby Business Center is located both inside the library and on the library's website to facilitate access to the many electronic business resources and services available to Kansas residents. The Derby Business Center supports prospective businesses to promote job growth and encourage business development. The Senior Center plans and coordinates activities especially designed for its patrons. In addition to on-site activities, the center has programs for homebound seniors, including a reassurance calling program and meals. The center is a modern facility with a computer lab and fitness room, and provides health services and recreational and educational programming. The center provides opportunities for social interaction, building self-esteem, and physical and mental stimulation. The Senior Center is open to all seniors 55 and older and provides a wide array of programs and activities for the community's older residents. The Senior Center is a gathering place for seniors throughout the day. Many patrons enjoy playing cards, listening to music, walking on treadmills, eating or playing a game of pool. There are a wide variety of events that serve a variety of interests. Getting to community attractions is fast and easy. In addition to a convenient pedestrian and bike path system, the city also offers public transportation. For a small fee, the Derby Dash provides residents curb-to-curb bus transportation to wherever they want to go within the city limits. The Derby Dash, equipped with accommodations for the special needs of the elderly and disabled, provides low-cost public transportation. This service enables persons to be less dependent on others for basic need transportation. Destinations include local grocery stores, banks, post office, medical facilities, senior center, and many other locations as determined by the needs of the riders. The Derby $260 public school district has 9 elementary schools. The school district also operates Private schools. Notable individuals who were born in and/or have lived in Derby include